Let's not waste too much time here. We've talked about this already pretty much throughout watching this film. Like, it's such a shame that a series that has a semi interesting story, that has good acting, that has good music, that has good ambiance, that
Yeah,
has good shots, leads us is marred by poor storytelling.
yeah. I agree. I agree.
It's a shame. It really is. This could have been a really good series, but the storytelling is just not even. It's not subpar because it's not. It's not like that. It's just. It's bad. It's not done well. It's
No, not at all. And I don't really understand why they went the route they did with telling it. And frankly, it just there's just so many things like we made the joke about her forgetting about her mom and shit. Like there's just so many things that are just not tracked right during all of this. And it seems to be a common problem nowadays, and at least in I say common. I've only watched like so many shows, so I see it in so many shows so far, where it's like they just the writers and shit like they're like, okay, we have this objective. Well, instead of going for an interesting story, they try to bleed it out. Like remember when we grew up and remember when we were young and the shows would be capsulated inside of an episode that did lead to an overarching story, but like that episode was self-contained. Like the newer shows are like being more serialized in the fact that they're all about leading to that moment. But the problem is that if you're not going there and you're just pointing to it and it's us pointing to it and that's the episode, that's boring as crap. Like there's nothing happening there. Like what can these characters be doing besides doing this the entire time? And and that's the major problem with most modern storytelling. It's slick, it's pretty,
yeah,
it
but it's
looks really
fluff.
cool, but it's fluff. And it's like not even good fluff. If it were
No,
at least entertaining fluff, I'd be okay with it. Like it's boring.
it's
It
boring.
sucks. And that's the thing. That's the worst crime. It's boring. Like to be boring, it took so much effort to make that. How can that be boring? It is.
Right.
They picked the wrong spot to put that story part. They picked the wrong spot for all this shit. Like it would have been a great turnaround if we had the 1920s thing happen in the beginning,
Oh, of
and then we
course.
cut in on that film with them 6 episodes later. Like that payoff. Like they did that before. They've done the payoff thing. It's not like they don't know how to do it. And it's like that would have been a good payoff. They're like, oh, that's why we saw that thing
Yep.
earlier
Yep.
with no context. Like that would have been a lot better.
Yep.
But no, no,
Here's
we
the
don't
episode.
get it.
It's the next to the last episode. Here it is. What do I need to
So,
know this? Because
in
you do.
in honor of the show, I have made a tiny visitor building out of this mac and cheese box, and it's got all the nutrition of the story
It's gonna get set
in the form
ablaze,
of
you.
mac and cheese. Yeah, hang on, let me get a lighter.
It's it's such sloppy storytelling.
Like
That's all it is. It's just super sloppy storytelling.
and
It's
lazy.
it's lazy. Maybe not even lazy. I just think it's sloppy. Like the story could have made sense if you would have pieced it together differently, and you could have led up to something. And I think what happened to them was like we said already before is that they had to stretch out ideas into 8 episodes because they really only had enough material for like
Yeah.
maybe 3 or 4,
Hang on, I'm gonna look it up right now.
and Netflix
I'm gonna,
was like, "Nah, bro, you gotta give me 8." And people were like, "Oh, this is so good," but people on social media don't know jack shit, and it's no, it's not good, dudes. Like, it's not good. Like, if you want to read the synopsis of this and watch it because you want to watch really cool scenes and shots and takes and listen to some cool ambience music, go ahead. You know, if that's what you want
mhm.
to do, go ahead. And you want to see some pretty good acting sometimes. Like that's also like go ahead. But if you're gonna watch this for the story, then you better be able to put some goddamn blinders on and power through some of this shit because A lot of the stuff doesn't make any sense. A lot of the stuff is like predictable. A lot of the stuff is like out of
Yeah,
place. It's just
it's
bad.
just I'm looking at the website right now. There are 3 seasons of this show, which just shocks the hell out of me.
But maybe the podcast is different because it's more.
I would actually interested in listening to it after going through this show. Like, I'd be more interested in checking that out now because of the things we've already been kind of predicted about. So,
Yeah, so basically, to wrap it up, I guess, is we have one more episode left.
yep.
He needs to find Melody and save her.
Hmm.
Everything else is there in terms
But
of like the Cthulhu's and the snuff films and the thing
I
and
just,
the redhead lady with the red coat with the hoodie who we don't know anything about, and then the place where Dan was, which is actually a church, but yeah, and then
yeah.
the burning down, what happened, who knows, it burns down. And the dad's involved somehow because he is and he died. And
It would make more sense he was
but,
gonna go like save his dad or something like that. Like, that's to me, it's like Melody's character and everything that she's been going on with just isn't interesting. Like, and his justification as she's just this person who cared too much and got too caught up in it as she was trying to figure out who she was.
he was
I'm
nosy.
like, no, this lady was not that. This was not the lady we had on
Oh,
film.
you had the
Like,
little girl, and then there's so many characters that need an ending, and they're not gonna get it. And then why were they part of it in the first place? Why were they made a central piece
oh
of the
no,
story?
I looked ahead. The last episode's written by Stephen King.
Oh no, no way.
No, I'm
Are you?
joking.
Oh my god, I was not gonna watch it because if there's somebody who doesn't know how to write a goddamn ending, it's Stephen King.
Hang on,
Unless
we
you
need to hand this
unless you
off to
read
the one man who knows how to stick a landing.
Cujo, Pet Cemetery,
30% of the time.
Cujo, Pet
Salem's Lot?
Cemetery. No, no, that ending is terrible.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Damn.
it's a very boring ending. The Salem's Lot, Cujo, those two have good endings, and then you have some of his short stories have good endings.
Well, I
A
mean,
lot,
the
a lot of
job
them
is
do.
amazing.
Yeah, a lot of them really have really cool. And the short stories have good endings, but his longer books, like The Stand, is terrible. It is terrible. Like, well, how much cocaine were you on?
Mountains and mountains.
It's like, oh, this giant spider, and they had deadlights and children running the train on somebody. It's like, what?
What?
This makes total sense. Okay.
What? The fuck? That
But
was in the movie?
yeah, and that's what happens in the book. They run the
No.
train on Beverly because that's her way of getting them out. Like they all have sex with her.
Get him out of what? The
The
clown?
sewers, because once it is defeated, they all like lose their bravado, I guess is the best way to say it, and they're all like lost and scared and confused, and they can't get out
So
of the
she has
sewers.
sex with them to get them to feel
All of them,
better?
all of them, all of them. That is in the story. And you're reading and you're like, huh,
A publisher went, yes, this
yeah,
is it.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Wow. The
Along with
70s
like,
were a wild time. Oh
Stephen
my
King was
god.
like, sure. I mean, and it ends and it's like, we all got out alive. Okay, well, I'm sure everything's fine. Yeah, he does not already, so that's why I was like, good God, no. But
No,
let's see how this one. I mean, predictions. He'll
predictions.
save Melody, and
I think he's gonna get stuck in the space timeline, whatever the hell this is going on. I think he's gonna get stuck and he's not gonna get out. Or they do, but they've been changed because of the thing they were exposed to
the
or
mole.
something. Yeah. Like, it's gonna modify him in some way. Like something out of a,
I mean, the ultimate goal is to bring forth
annihilation or
this
something.
this thing, right? And apparently, it
Yeah.
hasn't been successful because, or maybe it was. I don't know, but maybe it hasn't been successful. So it's either going to be successful or not.
Well, yeah, clearly.
Melody was
I
taken
mean,
away. Was
50-50
she
shot there.
sacrificed? Who knows? Probably not. She's
Who
not
knows?
because she's trapped. Annabelle's saying get her out. So then what's up with the sacrifice? It's gonna be Dan who needs to be sacrificed, I guess. But apparently you can just grab whoever and kill him.
I'm sure, but his dad's gonna come out of left field, or they have his corpse bound up and like
See, boys and girls, this is why you don't write shitty stories like this because then your audience, your whoever's watching is like, well,
it can be literally anything.
I
That's
have
the
no
thing.
idea
Like,
because nothing has made sense
there's
so far. So fuck it.
yeah, like there were so many good characters, so much good stuff. Damn it. I'm kind of upset that we are where we are with this story.
Yeah.
Man,
Oh well.
it's so much potential. And everyone was like, "Oh, it's so good." I'm like, I don't
No.
get what you're talking about.
Apparently people don't know how to write stories because no, it's not good,
No.
guys. Like it really isn't. I'm sorry, it really isn't. You know, if you don't agree, that's fine. You can write in the comments below
Yeah, let us know why we're wrong.
why
I
we're
would love to
wrong,
be wrong.
why
I would love
why
to
you
be a
think this is the epitome of good storytelling.
oh
Again,
boy.
again, acting has been good so far,
Yeah.
mostly. Visuals and audio have been top notch, have been
Mhm.
great. Story has been garbage. So, if you
Yeah.
can justify the story somehow to make it be like, no, this is amazing because reasons, then please go ahead. We'll have a wonderful discussion about it.
Please. I would love to have the discussion. Like seriously, I want someone to I would love to have a debate. Just please debate me on
As to
on
why the
this shit.
story's great and why this last episode was not
Ben
garbage.
Shapiro enters the chat. Well, it's been good knowing
Oh,
everyone.
and do not use any logical fallacies while trying to argue.
Oh, well then there goes everything.
All right,
All right.
I guess we're
Well,
gonna call it. It's
yeah, that's it. Call it.
hit ring the bell and
It's
I hit the
it's been 10 minutes since
subscribes
we started looking
and
for mom and she's not here. Oh well.
oh, it's over. Don't ring the bell. Don't like it. I don't care at this point. We'll get
Yeah.
another episode. We'll get another series of episodes that'll probably be better than this one. So
Oh, I can't wait to pick another series to do. I,
let's do
I
something
really
better.
cannot wait. But yeah.
Yeah, at this point, anything will be better. I just want this over with, and then we'll let you guys know at the end of our next episode what we're going to be doing next. So
Yeah, and thank you all for joining us on this fantastic journey into the architectural wizardry of the Visser. And I
no,
wish it was just about that.
and this is why Netflix is losing so many subscribers. The
Yeah.
end.
And bye.
Bye.